So yeah, just let yourself take a couple of deep breaths to be grounded in the present. And we've had a request to focus a bit on joy. So rather than going immediately to the possibility of joy, let's go back a little further to notice that something is quiet and silent and at peace already. Before it moves as any particular emotion or action. So as you feel into this silence, this quietude, just allow it to begin to permeate your body, your mind, your thoughts, your emotions. Without this that's awake in you, you would not know your experience, be it of joy or sorrow. And so just maybe begin by feeling into, sensing into this that is so quietly illuminating experience. And perhaps inquire if it has any attachment to a particular feeling or any demand that life look a certain way. And yet, this that is awake in you is awake to whatever is here. And in the moment, we might consider what seems to bring you joy. Joy is an inner feeling, and yet there are things that may seem more likely rather than less likely to evoke a sense of joy. Joy of being alive, or a joy of experiencing a certain thing. And right now it may just seem like there are memories that are coming forth in terms of joy, but that's fine. Let yourself remember. It's very easy to forget that joy is available in the time that we might feel as dark times in our nation's history or in your own life. And you might begin to feel into the sense that joy and suffering are two sides of the same coin. If we try to hold on to joy, we may find it's not possible, and therefore we will experience suffering. If we hold on to suffering, we may not be open to an experience of joy. So what brings a smile to your face? We were speaking earlier of what do you love. Love can bring a great deal of joy. It can also be a bittersweet love in the face of the inevitability of impermanence. But sometimes in our conditioning, we imagine that if there is suffering, there shouldn't be any experience of joy. But you may discover it is here. It is here, even in the midst of something that seems sad or difficult or challenging. There may be a moment or two or more where joy just appears. It seems to break forth, shine forth, whether we're expecting it or not. We could be at a funeral, mourning someone that we love or care about deeply. And then there's a memory of something about that person that brings a flash of joy, a smile, a moment of great gratitude. The point is to let ourselves be open to the whole of life. And see that love is present in the midst of joy or in the midst of suffering. But as this that is quiet and silently illuminating experience, as it moves deeply through the heart, we may experience that as the movement of love, of joy, of compassion, of gratitude, of intimacy, of oneness. And it seems that the more gratitude we feel, the more moments of joy we experience. So let your heart open in gratitude to anything or any being or any pet or any moment where you've experienced joy. And let yourself feel the gratitude that an open heart brings and the joy that it can nourish if we're willing to pay attention. There may be many things in one's day or one's life that seem to evoke fear or confusion or sadness or anger. And we can get stuck there. And then you see a flower blooming, or get news of the birth of a baby. And there's joy. Right in the midst of a challenging day, or difficult thoughts that may be rolling around in the mind. So if you were to begin to simply smile, an inner smile at what you are grateful for, you may begin to feel joy there as well as gratitude. And you might contemplate what makes you really happy to be alive. We all have been gifted a human form and a human life, and the experience of that life, through its joys and through its challenges. So let's just sit together maybe for another 10 minutes and just let yourself marinate in whatever wants to arise around joy or gratitude. Around the heart that opens to love and beauty, intimacy, joy, happiness. We can't force it, but we can open to it. And notice that no matter what it is that we see, feel, or experience, supposedly out there is actually in here, in ourself. And joy is one of those things that we may be hesitant to let ourselves feel as completely as we might. So this is just a time to explore in your own experience what it is to open your heart to joy. And I'll invite the bell in about 10 minutes.